pipe can soon attract unwanted dirt. Here are a few tips for keeping your crystalware crystal clean. Firstly, don't put crystal in the dishwasher. It's far too fragile. Hand washing is best. Line the sink with a towel and carefully clean with a gentle washing up liquid, holding glasses by their bowl rather than the stem. Place on a thick towel to dry. Vinegar and lemon juice also make good crystal cleaners. Using a toothbrush is an excellent way of cleaning cut crystal. For those really tough stains or awkward shaped pieces, fill with water and drop in a denture cleaning tablet. Upstairs, and our transformation of the bathroom is well underway. That ghastly purple ceiling will soon be history, and when we've added a few accessories it should be a lot more respectable. But that's only half the story. This is one badly behaved bathroom when it comes to grime.
This small family bathroom gets considerable use, and it's very important to remember not only to clean the areas that you can see, but the less accessible areas, such as down here behind the toilet. Now, this pipe is the worst behind the toilet pipe I have ever seen. In fact, I think it's almost coming alive because it's growing hairs of its own. I'm going to be using the cleaner's best friend today, the vacuum cleaner, and I'm going to get it to multitask for me. Now, all vacuum cleaners come with a variety of different attachments. I've got the little dusting brush on here, and if I start that up, I'll soon be able to clean up that pipe. Well, that's made light work of that. Now I'm going to use the crevice tool next to get right round to the edge of the carpet. Now, carpet's not the most hygienic thing to have down in the bathroom, but if you've got it, you might as well keep it clean. The crevice tool will go right to the edge of the carpet and get up all those nasty hairs. Unfortunately, naughty dirt can get to places that even sometimes the vacuum cleaner can't reach. Then it's time to improvise. I've got the inside of the kitchen roll tube here, and all you need to do is just stick it to your attachment with a good bit of tape. Flatten the end, and you'll be able to reach anywhere. Now, to tackle the floor, the common piece of kit to use would be the wide end of the vacuum cleaner. However, by using the smaller end like this, you'll get far more suction and be able to deep clean your carpet thoroughly. Just get down on your hands and knees and get scrubbing. And finally, to get your vacuum cleaner really working for you, get some essential oils, dab them on a bit of cotton wool, and then simply pop the cotton wool in the bag of your vacuum cleaner, and while it's hoovering away you'll have a lovely fragrance. Magic.
Denise is about to discover that her day out at the movies may not quite be the glamorous outing she thought it was.
The cinema, I did kind of guess it might be, seeing as the gold card said, "Are you ready for a day at the movies?" But I wasn't sure because I thought 12 hours at the cinema was an awful long time even for me. So I keep thinking, oh, maybe they're going to do something different or twist or make me work or something. But hopefully not, and hopefully it'll be really good fun, and I'm excited.
Welcome to UCI Cinemas Telford. I'm Lorna, the General Manager, and it's great to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
Through?
Thank you.
I'd like to hand you over to your duty manager for today, and that's Jackie.
Hiya.
She is. Hello, Denise. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'd just like to give you your uniform for today.
Thank you very much.
You'll be working with us, helping us clean screens and serve food to our
Cleaning?
guests.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be very impressed with cleaning. That's a bit of a twist, isn't it? Thank you very much. Well, when I opened the envelope this morning, I can't say this was top of the list of what I thought I'd be doing, working at the cinema, and this is absolutely disgusting.
Hi Denise,
Hello.
I'm Nettie. I've given you your cleaning tools for the day. Basically what we need to do is take the bin and pile the cups into the bin. You need to then take your broom, sweep to the end of the aisles, take your scoop and then scoop the end of the aisles and your carpets. Is that okay?
Fabulous. Oh, this is disgusting. I think we need marigold gloves. This is gross. I'm so glad that I make my children take all their things out of the cinema because this is grotesque. Yuck. Expect people complaining about my house, but I'm sure this is worse. I don't think I should ever complain about cleaning my house again. I probably will.
Back at the house and the decluttering process is still in full swing. The next room on the hit list is the living room.
Now, the problem with Denise's living room is it is tired, dark and a bit shabby. And this brick wall is doing it no favours at all. It's supposed to be a focal feature, but it's not working for me. So we need to lighten and brighten this room. And what we're going to do here is Denise loves the orange. So we're going to keep the orange, but we're going to change this tatty wallpaper and give it a new lease of life with a fresh lick of cream. We're going to put orange throws on the sofas and cream tab tops on the windows, but we're going to keep Venetian blinds for privacy. Underneath the stair here, we're going to utilise this area for storage, and when she gets back, isn't she going to think the whole thing is smashing?
Up in the loft, our carpenter has been busy fitting a proper ladder system, making it much easier and safer to gain access into the loft.
Now that we've installed these loft ladders, access to the loft for Denise should be a piece of cake. But with her clutter collecting antics, it's very important she follows these tips for keeping her loft under control.
Firstly, make sure it is organised. Don't just throw things up there, as you'll never find them again. Putting items in boxes that are clearly labelled will save you hours of rummaging. If you're storing clothes in the attic, make sure that they are well cleaned before packing. Particles left on items can stain your clothes after several months of storage. Dirt will also attract the unwanted attention of insects. Special vacuum shrinking bags are great for reducing the size of bulky clothes. Be careful with the use of mothballs. They are poisonous and children are attracted to them. Another option would be lavender or cedar shavings.
If you want to learn to love your loft, make sure it ticks the following 4 boxes. It's got to be cool, dark, dry and clean. Dark so the items you're storing don't fade, and dry so there's no moisture for those insects and that mould to thrive.
Downstairs in the dining room, the walls are being treated to a well-needed coat of paint to make it feel much more inviting. We're going to replace Denise's dark, dingy and bulky wall unit with something much more pleasing to the eye. Back at the pictures, Denise has been let loose on the food counter.
OK, Denise, this is the concession stand. Firstly, we sell drinks. We've got the small, medium, large. Next along, we have the popcorn just here. This is the sweet stuff. We also do coffees as well. We have nachos, salty popcorn that we pop ourselves, and also we have hot dogs as well for the more peckish customer. Your main job is to be magical to the guests, but most importantly, hygiene is an important factor on this area, so if you could get to work on the counters for me.
Why am I getting all the cleaning jobs?
Why do you think you're getting all the cleaning jobs, Denise? Not to worry though, we found a job for you that might be a little more pleasurable.
We've got 1 cup and we've got a scoop.
Yep.
And we go from the right to the left until it's a nice little ball. Put the scoop back into the dipper.
Yep.
And then we've got a nice bit of ice cream. We get a spoon. A serviette. And we just put it on there.
Cool.
Like so.
Ooh, it's going to run away. Spoon, napkin. No, customer. It's mine.
Denise's house is now starting to shape up nicely, but in the living room, despite a good vacuuming, the carpet is still suffering.
When I came into the room this morning, I felt physically sick from the nasty doggy smell in here. Now, this smell is deeply impregnated in the carpet, but there's a very quick, simple and cheap solution: bicarbonate of soda. All you need to do is simply sprinkle it onto your carpet and then rub it in. If your carpet's really nippy, leave it overnight and then vacuum clean it up. Now you can actually spot treat the area that your dog lies in every couple of weeks or so to keep the smell under control. Once it's done its work, get hold of your vacuum cleaner, suck it all up.
We've enlisted the services of a plumber to put up a new shower in the bathroom, and over a year without one, I'm sure that Denise and the children are sick and tired of using the bath, especially one that's as grotty as this.
I'm really glad that we managed to fit a shower for Denise and the kids because it's going to save them a lot of time in the bathroom. Now, people used to shower hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It wasn't until the turn of last century that showers, as we know it, came into existence. But another little interesting thing about water is that only 1% of the water coming into our houses is used for drinking. The other 99% is used for washing, bathing, flushing your loo and household duties.
Now that we've got some clear rooms to work with, our team can start putting together some of the flat-pack furniture that's eagerly awaiting its new home. My cleaning chores are far from over, though. Denise's dog has certainly left more than his paw marks all over this house.
Do you know, the postman must hate calling here. With my sleuthing skills, I've put together what happens. Buster the dog comes running across the room, jumps onto the sofa that used to be here, puts his paws on the windowsill, drops hairs, sticks his greasy nose against the pane, and leaves even more hairs on the blind, which is usually closed across here, leaving the whole area a really unhygienic mess. Now, the blind's simple to remedy. I've got an adhesive roller, and I'm simply going to pass it down each of the panels and stick on the dog hair. As for the window, with a steam cleaner, I can melt that grease and make it much more hygienic and bust all those germs. Here goes. Stand back.
Is that the kettle on? Are you making tea?
I'm cleaning the window.
Are you just steaming?
Portable steam cleaners are really versatile and handy for tackling all kinds of household grime. They also protect the environment because no chemicals or detergents are used, just plain tap water. Over at the multiplex, we've allowed Denise a peek behind the scenes of the projection room.
This is projection. Wow. Very crazy. This is film is ready to go. You have a look and you feed it through onto the projector. So you feed it through and then it comes back and feeds back on from the centre out. This is how they come in boxes on small reels.
Wow.
And they go onto the maker and you wind them on to a
big one?
reel. Yeah, to a big reel. So
Why
they're
can't
like
they
licorice
just
reels.
do it like that for you?
Because that could get easily damaged in
Okay.
transit.
Oh, let me peek. But there's no water. Oh, it's adverts, isn't it?
After all her hard work, we've decided to give Denise the chance to sit down and enjoy a movie.
And last I get to see a film.
A horror movie. Now that we've got rid of Denise's household horrors, we're ready for the furniture to go back in. But what does Denise's mum think of our efforts so far?
I love it.
I knew you'd love it. We've really maximised the space, haven't we, by painting it cream?
it looks, yes, terrific.
And what do you think Denise will think?
It'd be like a new room. It looks more spacious.
It certainly
lighter,
does. And it's brought out that brick fireplace as well, which looks infinitely better, doesn't it?
It really, yes.
Will she like what we've done, do you think? Do you think basically...
she's going to love it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a miracle, yes.
Denise certainly seems to have a very odd idea on how to display flowers. Believe it or not, this was an orchid many, many, many moons ago. And if you want to make the most out of your floral arrangements, not like this, follow my top tips.
Add a few drops of household bleach to the flower water to guard against the slime caused by bacteria, and add a spoonful of sugar instead of commercially produced flower food. Don't leave flowers in warm rooms overnight, and try and keep them away from radiators. Flower arrangements in front of a mirror will look twice as big and beautiful. There are still lots of jobs left around the house. We're adding a new shelf to the fireplace in the living room to break it up a little. Meanwhile, up in the bathroom, Kev has the undesirable job of replacing that offensive bath seal.
Hey, Kevin, you're not having a bath, are you?
No, I've got to weight the bath down before I replace the sealant, but you're going to love this, Steph.
Oh, that's grim.
I knew you'd like it. Go on, tell me how many millions of bacteria are lurking behind that one.
Millions and twillions of them. Anyway, isn't it weighed down enough with you simply sitting on it?
Do you know what? Why don't you go and do something useful with your vinegar?
It's an easy job, you'll be well up to it.
Okay.
Candles add interest in any room, and if you want to prolong the life of your favourite candles, you'll never guess what. Pop them in the fridge. It makes them burn slower. Now make sure you always burn them on a heat-resistant surface and never leave them unattended.
Well, it's a good job Denise doesn't leave her candles unattended because although she's got smoke alarms, they just won't work. Why? Because there's no battery. Now my suggestion to you is because smoke alarms are cheap and easy to install, but you must make sure the battery's working. So check them every week, pop them in here and close them. Smoke alarms should also be all around the house. So I suggest, because this house is on 2 floors, she has one here and one upstairs. But don't put them by the kitchen because when you're making that dodgy old bacon sandwich in the morning, it could set it off. And also, humidity by bathroom always affects the way that it works. So, when you're checking them, press the red button, but don't push your luck. Always make sure your smoke alarm works.
After her eventful day out at the cinema, Denise is finally on her way back. And how was it?
The day was fantastic. The staff were really lovely, spoke to me all day and really friendly. It was an interesting day. I loved going up to the projection room. It was a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. And it was very interesting. I certainly didn't realise all the swapping about the films and what they do. I also didn't realise how disgusting people are when they leave the cinema. That was really foul and felt really sorry for them having to clean all that up, and apparently that wasn't a very bad cinema day either. I am feeling a bit nervous about going home just because you just don't know what they've done or what it's going to look like. So I am happily anticipating but anxious. And I bet they've been having a manic day. I bet I don't know what my mum's been up to or what she's been saying. Mad as a hare. I love her. I don't know. Hopefully having a lot of fun and doing a lot of good. As long as it's not dark and dingy and my DVDs and my books are still somewhere where I can have them and not taken away, then hopefully I'm happy.
Well, we hope you're going to be happy as well, Denise. Just a few more finishing touches and I think we're nearly done.
Well, you wouldn't believe this was the same room, would you?
Just wouldn't recognise it. It's now a functional dining room.
Yep, and we've redefined that space, keeping it clutter-free. We've opened up by painting it cream. And Steph, you're going to be so happy because look.
I know. I love this. I wanted to create, Denise, a really low-maintenance room. And by having everything behind glass, it's dust-free. She can still see everything, but it's less work for her.
And dust means less dirt, doesn't it?
Dust does mean less dirt.
I learn from her every day.
Kevin, you're my protégé and I'm proud of you.
Oh.
But it's time to go because Denise is on her way home.
Yeah, well, I'm going to scoot home.
OK, you going to make yourself scarce?
I certainly will. Thank you again. Bye.
This house has been transformed. The clutter swamping the dining room has completely vanished now that we've found that extra space in the loft. At last, this room actually feels like a dining room. Before, the bathroom was a breeding ground for grime and that toilet pipe was almost alive with nastiness. Now the dirt has been expelled. We've added a few accessories, not least a shower, and this bathroom can hold its head up high again. Finally, the living room looked just a little too lived in, what with all that clutter and the telltale signs of the family dog. But after some intense cleaning and sprucing, we've managed to breathe some new life into this room. It certainly feels much more warm and welcoming. We wouldn't have been able to achieve this transformation without the hard work of Denise's mum, Linda, but is she happy with the end result?
This is amazing, the transformation everywhere. From what it was this morning, you just wouldn't think you were in the same place. It's homely, it's warm, more spacious, welcoming, functional. Ideal for my family, my daughter and her children, and I'm so grateful. And she's going to love it.
Well, I really hope so, and we're about to find out. Hello.
Hello.
Well, stop spying. Welcome home. Are you ready to have a look to see what we've done?
Yes.
Come on.
Orange. White, orange. Oh, is that my mirror reading done in gold?
It is.
Oh. Shelf. No dust. New candles. Are they new candles? I don't remember them.
They are.
Revolting picture.
Oh no, great picture.
I hate that picture. Put that away.
So what do you think?
Oh, my shelves are gone. It's great. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Thumbs up?
Yes.
What can you notice is under the stairs?
My foot puff.
And what was there?
Don't know. What was a rocking horse and everything?
Yeah, lots of big bulky stuff.
there's a
Upstairs
thing
in the
there.
loft. We've boarded out the loft and given you some stairs and everything. So you've got extra storage. We've been able to move
way.
everything up there. And then we've given you sensible storage like these. Look, to pop all your bits and pieces and DVDs in.
Nathan's going to love that with the chest set out. He's an addict.
Excellent.
Oh, encyclopedias.
Yeah, new coffee table.
Oh.
Can you see yourself in here?
Yeah.
Does it feel like home and feel like you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, it's a bit cleaner than me.
But you love orange, don't you?
Yes, it is. It's nice flowers like that.
That's right. So we've tied orange in as the colour in here. We've painted the walls this cream to open out the room and really freshen it up. So the wallpaper that was there before is a little bit drab and a bit dated, so it really like spruces it all up. Lovely curtains with orange again to tie in the whole theme of the room. You'll recognise this.
They're lovely. Yes, from the dining
From
room.
the dining room. Makes you wonder what might be in there. But anyway, so we've recycled the storage into here. As you noticed over there, the new mirror, which was the one we've resprayed it,
From
the
the
floating
dining room.
shelf, and made a real feature of there, as you said, without dust.
Yeah, because it was drab, that wall, so it's brightened it up.
It has.
Yeah.
So you pleased?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Do you want to see some more?
Yes.
Follow me, come on, upstairs.
I can't believe you boarded my attic as well, though. It's impressive.
Fantastic, isn't it? You've got so much storage up there.
Whoa!
Let me shut
So
the
much
door because it's
lighter. And my junk's gone. And I've got a bloody shower as well. That's been like, I think, a year. And no purple ceiling and no dangly thingy doo-doo.
And that's right, no dingly danglies, as Kevin called them.
Oh, groovy bin.
That's right.
Groovy bath mat.
We know you didn't like the grey suite, so we've tried to pull the attention away from that by really brightening it up, making it much lighter. We've painted you a psychedelic pink ceiling white.
That wasn't me.
And put you off a new blind at the window as
That's
well.
much nicer.
So the focus is on now the white accessories, which takes your attention away from your grey suite. And of course, as you said, your shower. I mean, how do you live without it?
Lots of baths. It was hard, but I just couldn't do it. Then you've re-grouted it all as well.
Re-grouted,
I think It does
exactly.
make the grey look a bit lighter. And oh, I've got new danglies.
That's right.
New tangly doo-doos.
Because what were they? They were big.
Big pink fluffy tassely things.
That's not you, is it?
No.
Now, one of the most remarkable cleaning things we did in here was to find this pipe with grown hair.
I used to look at it and go, ooh, what do we do with that?
So what do you think? Thumbs up for the bathroom?
Yes.
Yep. Anyway, we've got one more room to go.
Right.
Down to the dining room.
Okay.
So 2 down, 1 more to go.
Yeah.
How are the nerves holding out?
Pretty well, because it's fabulous. Oh my goodness, new furniture. Oh wow. Table in the middle. It's like a real dining room.
It is.
My plants from the garden. Was it meant to be an indoor?
It's adding some greenery in
Oh,
the
you
corner.
painted all my shelving.
That's right. I mean, we knew we couldn't move the videos because they're a big part of your life, aren't they?
Yeah, sad but true.
So in order to sort of integrate them more, we painted the room a cream. It was a light green before, and we painted the shelves so it all like matches and
It's really, really nice.
What we've done is we've made it obviously feel much more like a dining room. So you've got the dinner service there, you've got cookbooks and everything. We've sort of given you a real style in here of this is the purpose of it. It is a dining room. It's not a dumping ground or anything else.
I don't know what you mean.
So you can enjoy family meals here together.
Yes.
And throughout the whole house,
Same
we've tried to
curtains
create
again.
exactly a unity between the two rooms, the curtains there and there, and also the kitchen's orange, so it sort of starts to create, you know, the right sort of feel all the way through.
Lovely.
And we know you're short of time, and you're obviously a single mum and everything, and busy with your job, busy with your kids. So what we've done, the whole ambition of sort of today, is to create for you a very minimalist lifestyle, so that things are behind glass. You've got very clutter-free surfaces, so you can quickly whiz round and do the housework. So instead of being a mountain for you to deal with, it's actually manageable.
Whizzing's good.
So do you think we've succeeded?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Marks out of 10?
10.
Ah. Now you do know it doesn't stop here because we come back.
Yes, I know. They told me.
So
soon, I hope.
well, we don't tell you when we come back.
Oh.
So I'm handing the reins over to you, and I know I've handed you a house that's in control and behaving very well.
Okay.
Okay, it's up to you to keep it like that. Now, the last thing I wanted to say to you is your mum has been a star. She's worked all day, she's beavered, she's gone through your stuff, she's helped declutter to help you achieve this minimalist look for you. So you will be grateful.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to miss her.
Yeah, she's off, isn't she?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
she's been brilliant. And I think this is for her leaving present for you.
Yes, I know. She's been fabulous. Thank you.
No worries. I'm glad you like it.
I do.
And if your clutter is careering out of control, here are Houses Behaving Badly's top tips for a more organised house. Keep floors and carpets looking clean by removing outdoor shoes when entering your home. Less dirt tracked in means a cleaner house and less time vacuuming. Instead of trying to do all the housework in one go, do bite-sized jobs around the house whenever you get a moment. Dry down the sink, bath and shower after use. This will stop water droplets drying and leaving deposits, keeping those areas clean. We returned to find out if Denise's house had learnt its lesson.
Hi, would you like to come in? I have been inspired by the Houses Behaving Badly team. I'm inspired to go further in the bathroom. In other rooms in the house, well, they need help in the other rooms in the house. And I think some of their ideas have given me inspiration to think of new ways that I can do things.
And how about the dining room?
But it is great to sit around the table again together. And I think with the table being out in the middle of the room more, I'm hoping it'll be less easy to dump stuff on and make it messy.
And how's Denise getting on with the bath sit? And as for the bathroom, well, look for yourself.
Well, Shira got your bikini packed?
Yes, I have, yes.
Have a wonderful day.
Will do.
Do you have those all-important keys for me?
There we go, Steph.
Thank you. See you later.
I will do.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, with only a single day, it's time to see what challenges await us.
OK, Kev, come on, show yourself. Look at you lurking in doorways. Come on, quickly. Let's see what we've got in store for us today.
Let's see what we have.
Oh, my goodness me. Oh, gosh, it's not a very good first impression, is it?
It's not exactly the Hilton stuff, is it?
It doesn't get any better in here either.
The front reception room at the moment is being used as much of a dumping ground.
This is a massive storeroom, isn't it?
It is. Look at the junk of it. Actually, I'm going to open the curtain so you can't really see it. Oh, it's so dingy. With your favourite at the window.
Oh, a net curtain.
Oh, they're filthy as well. Oh, there's all this stuff everywhere.
Loads of DIY stuff in a room packed to junk. What's that about?
Loads of DIY shops, that's where I'm every weekend. So I've got loads of paints and tools, and I've been reading the Reader's Digest do-it-yourself manual.
Underneath there's this suite that actually looks quite decent. Well, I don't think she really needs that freezer in the corner either.
I've got a freezer in there, which I'm sure that you're going to look into.
Is she not supposed to be a lawyer?
Well, apparently she's a law student.
Well, imagine the state of her briefcase.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, you better go and feast your eyes upstairs. I'm going to check out the rest of downstairs. Come on.
Good luck, Steph.
Living room, where do I start? It was supposed to really be a chill-out room, but I think it's gone far beyond that.
Crumbs. This is the room where Shira is meant to be able to sit down and watch television. Well, if I sit here, I can't even see the television. There's a whole mound of junk. Tables in the wrong places, boxes, bottles, and a whole pile of dusty old knickknacks in the corner over there. I mean, it's completely overwhelming. I wouldn't even know where to start in here. And to be honest, with a time constraint of a day and the budget of £500, we wouldn't even make a dent in here.
I think I'm probably avoiding it now, which isn't really not a good thing to do.
Wonder if Kevin's facing such nightmares upstairs. Kevin, mate, how are you getting on upstairs?
Well, she's a bit of a hoarder. In fact, I see a bit. Come in here, have a look. Can you believe this is a bedroom in Shira's house? I can't imagine anyone sleeping in here, let alone relaxing. Look at it, full of junk. Tigers, cards, photographs, Polaroids, relaxing things, handbags, books, rubbish, ironing boards, more rubbish. It is a dumping ground for clutter.
The main factors that are stopping me getting in progress and getting this house project finished is my commitments. Anything that you'll possibly do has had to, and it's got to be any better than what state it's presently in.
Well, this looks a lot better than the other rooms I've seen, but still a work in progress, especially with these patches on the wall here. But I think our efforts could be better used elsewhere, and I think that might be the bathroom.
I was without a kitchen for 4 months. It was really good because I wasn't eating junk food. But yeah, I was actually I was borrowing all the neighbours. Yeah, I was going to all the neighbours for lunch and dinner.
My goodness, 100 bottles and one little Shira. Does she really need them all? Look at them there on every available surface all around. And actually, most of them are quite empty. Look at that, it's half empty, just using up a lot of space. It makes it very, very difficult for her to clean in here. And look at the rust on the radiator. There's rust everywhere and on these trays, making the whole bathroom feel very grim and damp and dingy. And as for this shower curtain, well, that's seen a better day. That's ready to go in the bin, but it's masking behind here all of this mouldy grouting. And actually, that will come off really easily. So I think what this bathroom needs is a jolly good scrub, and I need to make a plan with Kevin. Oh gosh, the clutter just goes on and on and on.
And on and on and on. Can you believe it?
It's
Big sea of it. Well, she's got all the bits, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why this room, for some reason, stores or DIY things or catalogues or brochures, bags full of sort of, you know, ornaments and flowers. It's all here. It's just not being utilised.
So I've got all this DIY stuff. I've bought the paints, the lining paper, the drawing paper, the primers, the tools, the gadgets, but I just haven't got time.
So what rooms are we going to tackle then?
Well, I'm going to tackle this one. I reckon that, you know, maybe we should make a little retreat so she can come away. Because she obviously works hard. And she's obviously really busy being a law student. I just think probably she needs somewhere where she can take time out.
Yeah.
So maybe a little relaxation room.
That sounds like a really nice idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the bathroom. I mean, there's just bottles everywhere. She cannot need so many bottles, and they just gather dust.
You're a brave woman.
I don't
You're always in the bathroom.
No, the bathroom's got to be done. And I know that she's actually really embarrassed about her house.
No wonder.
I'm not surprised, really. And she never invites people back.
Yeah.
So
well, where would he go?
Well, I don't know. Sit
Could
on
you
the
just
stairs?
squash in amongst all that clutter?
So maybe a nice front room.
Yeah.
You know, sort of elegant and somewhere where she can receive people.
I'm liking your thinking.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Right, listen, we're not going to achieve that by standing here, though, are we?
That's
it's time
true.
to get going. Are you going to clear, or I'm going to get my pinny on anyway?
I'm going to browse, Steph. I'm going to browse.
As Shira speeds off to her spa, what problems does she think we'll find at her home?
I think the biggest problem areas in my house are actually, technically probably all of it really. I haven't actually set a wedding date still at present. I've cancelled the wedding twice because of the house of horrors that I'm living in at the moment. And I'm hoping after today I'll be able to put the finishing touches on that. I've got faith in the BBC, so whatever they do, it's got to be better than what it's like now.
Shira still doesn't know what we have in store for her, and with a house behaving as badly as that, we won't let her off lightly. First, though, we need to plan our strategy. The lounge, cluttered, dark and dingy, in need of a clean, a rethink and definitely some reorganising. Bathroom, behaving atrociously. I'm planning a good scrub and a serious clear out. The back bedroom, a blank canvas, will rid it of junk and give Shira a bolt hole to relax in and meditate on which room she can tackle next. The clock's ticking and we need to get cracking. I'm attacking the bathroom. Meanwhile, Kev and Shira's best friend Gemma make a start clearing out the back bedroom.
Gemma, what is the story here? There's so much stuff.
Well, it's just a disaster. She's brought all this stuff and she's just not even doing nothing with it.
So has she been in this house long?
Yeah, I used to live with her before, so she's been here for about 5 years.
So nothing much has changed, and in 5 years she's just amassed a whole load of rubbish.
Well, yeah, it hasn't changed a lot really. In fact, it looked a bit better when it was a student house.
Really? Do you think the house is making her a bit depressed? Do you think the house is kind of pulling her down?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Well, that's why we're here to help. What do you think she'd benefit from? I'm thinking, basically, this room could be a little retreat for her. Because it's a big, big house, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And is she quite sort of spiritual?
She is, yeah. She's religious anyway, so she does a lot of prayers in the morning due to religion. And also she's into relaxation, like massages and aromatherapy and things like that.
So maybe this room could be a little relaxation room?
Yeah.
And then there's something else. Go and tell me a story about her.
Right, she's put her wedding off twice. Her dad's made a date twice and she's not actually got married due to the house.
OK, so her dad set a date twice.
Yeah.
And she's not got married due to the house being in a state like this?
Yeah. The fiancé is getting very angry at the moment and the fact that she's not doing nothing. So we do want to get on the ball. I'm sick of hearing the moaning from a fiancé and I'm sick of hearing the moaning from Shira, so it would be nice to actually get sorted.
Right, well, let's get sorted. I'm going to send you away to find Steph.
All right.
I'm going to finish packing in here, so if you can squash past all this mess.
All right then.
See you later.
Okay then.
Well, a house in such chaos is never going to be clean. Her time management has obviously gone out of the window, what with work and study. But what an amazing hoarder. I wonder if Shira really knows what's in her home. If she had to name items in each room, I wonder how well she'd do.
In this house I've got loads of paperwork, loads of correspondence, loads of books, loads of oils, loads of gadgets, toys, gadgets, hence massage machines, loads of paints, loads of tools, lotions and potions and vases and flowers.
Don't forget the cuddly toy.
Well, first things first, I'm going to clear out the bathroom and get rid of all these bottles because there's no way I can clean in here with everything, all this clutter on the surface. I mean, have a look in here. Gives you a glimpse of what I've got on the cards later. But these bottles have to go. Now, a great tip for Shira is actually not to buy another bottle until she's nearly finished it because she's got a whole range of products here that she just doesn't use. And you can see that by just seeing the gunk on the top here, all the dust and the dirt that's gathered. I mean, it's simply there for decoration. She's a clutterholic in its worst degree. Now, Gemma, can you come and give me a hand because I've got so much to do here. Now, what do you think about all these toiletries?
I agree with you. She doesn't need to buy stuff until she's actually finished with it. As you can see, it's just gathering dust and it's making the bathroom look quite dirty.
I have been known to be quite reluctant to, throw things away because I either like to give them to charity or keep hold of them because I think I'm always going to need them, maybe sometime in the near future.
Also, Shira sort of strives for this very peaceful, calm house, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And she's sort of wanting this really positive energy everywhere. And actually, I think a clutter-free house actually lets the energy spread around and actually can be quite a lucky house, which for her she needs at the moment. She needs a bit of luck.
She does.
Anyway, can I leave you to pack up all of this? And I'm going to get back in. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to get back in with my cleaning tools.
Okay.
Good luck.
So with the house finally rid of all its clutter, we can begin to get down to business. Our Chippy gets started on the shutters. Kevin begins painting the walls in the lounge. And remember the dusty floorboards in the back bedroom? Well, we've decided to add a touch of luxury to the room with a fabulous carpet.
Now, I would never advocate undertaking any DIY task without clearing out the junk first. Unfortunately, Shira's house is absolutely full of it. Full to the brim, in fact, so we can't do anything about it apart from work around it. What we have managed to do is move the fridge freezer out, so it shouldn't have been here in the first place. And we rooted around and found pots and pots of paint. So I've picked these specific ones, which are kind of sort of spicy, kind of Asian-y, kind of exotic colours. And I think this stone kind of neutral works really well against this kind of sort of very, very warm terracotta. And we want to make this room somewhere which can entertain a family, bring them in, warm, friendly, a little bit of banter, and we're going to put a window box in as well, just for some added... What are you doing?
I'm going to do the net curtains.
Can you get past?
Well, it's a bit cluttered, isn't it? But this is nice, hot, spicy colour.
A bit like yourself, darling.
So are you using the net curtains in your design then?
Steph, what do you think?
I think... No, actually, I don't think you will. What is it you don't like about them then?
I think net curtains always look like big kind of doilies on steroids. I know they are practical.
They are, and they're very popular. And if you've got net curtains at home, I'm going to show you a great way of how to look after them. The thing I find worse about net curtains is actually putting them up and taking them down. So a great tip is to use some Velcro. So get this double-sided stuff and put one lot along the curtain and one lot along the window itself. And you'll find they'll go up and down with no problems at all. Now, if you live in a smoky environment, make sure that you take down your curtains regularly and give them an airing outside. And don't forget to dry clean them as part of your spring cleaning routine. Well, I'm going to get these down and get washing. Net curtains are notorious for harbouring dust and dirt. I mean, look at the state of these. And they also have that very typical net curtain musky smell. There's a really simple way to deal with them. Simply run a bowl of hand hot water and put in some very mild laundry detergent. Give it a swill around and submerge your curtain. And then you want to give it a really good kneading to allow that detergent to work its way through all the fibres and dislodge that grime. Look at the colour of that water already. The next step is a great tip for extra clean and fresh curtains. All you need is another bowl of warm water, a couple of, believe it or not, denture tablets, and the magical ingredient of some lemon essential oil. About 5 or 6 drops of that, and then simply dunk in your curtain. And the denture tablets will fizz around, dislodging the dirt that hasn't previously been dislodged by the detergent, and the lemon essential oil will leave them smelling very fresh indeed. Let's face it, if you're going to do any curtain twitching, you might as well have some clean curtains to peek round.
Poor Gemma's tasked with deciding which of Shira's thousands of bottles to discard, whilst I get down to a spot of cleaning.
I don't know where to start here. Shira's got too much stuff, but there's only so much stuff that one person can use, so we're going to have to go ahead and take some of it away. A bit of mould on there, so... That's a salt rub. I know that's expensive, so I'm not going to throw that.
Vigorous towel drying creates a lot of dust in the bathroom, so it's important not to neglect it from your weekly cleaning routine. Now, one area that does get neglected are the radiators, and these are dust-gathering surfaces, so they must be cleaned. And there actually can be more germs on here than you'll find in your sink or your toilet. I'm cleaning this radiator with a solution of water and vinegar. There's loads of little surfaces that you've got to wipe over to catch the dust. And don't forget to clean down the back. Now, an extendable duster will do the trick. Just put it down behind. Oh, and you never guess what you might find. Look at this, a spare old sock missing its friend. Now, you can make a radiator work in your favour in the bathroom. Is to get a spray bottle and your favourite essential oil, pop about 5 or 6 drops in with half a pint of water and spray it on. And when your radiator heats up, a lovely smell will come right over the bathroom.
All clean now, so Kev can paint it later. Meanwhile, Shira has arrived at her spa, and her reaction's a good one.
Wow, this is Hall Cross. Can't believe I'm here. I've seen this place on the internet loads of times, and can't believe I'm spending all day here. I'm so excited.
Morning, Shira.
Good morning.
Welcome to Hall Cross Hall Spa Resort.
Thank you very
Linda,
much.
and I'm going to show you about today. All right, if you'd like to come with me.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Lovely. So how long has this place been open for?
It's been open for about 13 and a half years.
Wow.
It's nice, that one, isn't it?
A beautiful location with fabulous food, but Shira's lunchtime will be a little different.
Right, Shira, you thought you'd just come here to be pampered today, but we've got a little surprise for you.
Really?
You've actually got to earn your keep.
Okay.
So, I've got a penny for you, and you're going to have to help with lunches.
Wow.
Right, you're going to put it on.
I haven't cooked for ages, yes.
Right. Head down. There you go.
Oh, I feel like a Victorian princess.
Can you pass me that other side? That's it.
Get used to this.
Wonderful. There we are. Ready for off. Off you go.
Sorry, Shearer. Your first task of the day is serving lunch for all the other hungry guests. Maybe we'll treat you later.
Would you like some beans? I thought I was coming in for a treat. Looks like they're making me work.
Well, Shearer, we couldn't treat you whilst we were all hard at work now, could we?
Gemma, just a quick question for you.
Yep.
Now, either Shearer's got a really good eye for colour, or the fact that this was reduced to $4.99 is
It's
a
the
clincher.
reduced part,
I think
definitely.
it's reduced because it's a really, really good colour, but I think we're going to spice it up with this one here, which we've brought.
Right.
Read that?
That's tempting.
It certainly is tempting, isn't it? It's a delicious kind of chocolate for which we're going to use on that feature wall. And I think basically what I want to do, because Shearer's very busy, isn't she?
She is, yeah, a very hectic person.
We kind of want to make this into a kind of relaxation room.
Yep.
So this room, I mean, what does she do, like hobbies and stuff?
Aromatherapy and like chilling out, yoga and things like that.
Right, so this is perfect for this room, because I think if we make this a little haven, you know, away from her house, away from her work, and away from her busy schedule, she can come in here, relax. So we'll give her somewhere that she can do that. And we're going to put a nice carpet down. We're going to start out with some shutters, which will diffuse the light. And, all right, Steph.
I've come to grab Jem. I'm going to save you from his relentless questioning.
Did that sound mean?
Gosh, you're grilling, poor thing. You've got to back into the corner. Come and help me. I've got a very special job for you.
Gemma, you're only going to be cleaning.
With the window box and painting in progress in the front room, Kev can now concentrate on the feature wall upstairs.
Now then, Gemma, I'm prepared to give Shearer the benefit of the doubt and assume that she's inherited this carpet when she moved in.
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to tell because this room was a complete junk room.
Right, yeah, it is, yeah. It's used to store things in as well. So it may just due to the stuff that's stored in here that's caused the stains on the carpet, or it could just be the fact that when she moved in, this carpet was actually here.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever sat in here as a room, as a family room?
No. Never, because it's always full of junk.
She's got a bit of a problem with her hoarding, hasn't she?
Yes, she has. She's got no organisation for anything in the house at the moment.
Well, I mean, it would be quite easy to think if you had a carpet like this, you just rip it up and start all over again. But there are things that you can do. I mean, the best thing to do is actually to hire an expert to come in and give it a thorough cleaning.
Right.
But in the meantime, even by pre-cleaning it, you can make it look a lot better. And I'm going to ask you to do a mad thing that you're going to think I'm an absolute nutter and actually sweep the carpet. And the reason that you do that is it actually lifts the pile up and it makes it much easier for the vacuum cleaner to suck right down to the base and get the carpet cleaner.
Okay.
So do you mind doing that on national television? Sweep a carpet. And once you've done that, I'm going to go over with the vacuum cleaner.
Carpets can become gruesome in areas where many feet and much dirt traipse through daily. Here are Houses Behaving Badly's tips for faultless flooring. Leave shoes at the door. Walking dirt into the house from outside will only create more work for you. Prevent wear and dents by putting furniture legs on weight-spreading cups. To remove the indentation marks left by heavy furniture, simply place ice cubes on top of the area. When about half of the ice is melted, remove it and using a stiff brush, simply fluff the pile up and leave to dry naturally.
All this bathroom needed was a jolly good scrub, and Steph was definitely the woman for it. She took the task and she's done a good job. The only thing that lets it down now is this old radiator with flaking paint, which can be solved in a second, like this. And a little bit of radiator paint and it's going to look brand new.
Radiators are made of mild steel and iron, so if the protective coating chips, they become exposed to oxygen, causing ferrous oxide, otherwise known as rust. OK, science lesson over. To sort this out, brush or sand down and then coat the exposed metal with a rust-resistant paint. Meanwhile, back at Horcross Hall, I wonder if Shearer is working as hard as us. What's this? Has Shearer been allowed to start relaxing already? Ah, that's all right. She's still working hard.
Well, they said I'll be at a spa. I thought I'd be in there. I'm not doing this. I'm not moaning.
And so the chores continue, from towel collecting to testing the chlorine levels of the pool. No rest for the dirty shearer. Back at the house, and I've got my vinegar out again.
Now, I hate a room with dirty windows. I always think it's like looking out in the world with blurred eyesight, and there is no excuse for it if you follow my very simple window cleaning guide. Now, first of all, you want to vacuum clean around the edges of your window underneath the curtain pelmet to get rid of all the cobwebs. And then, with a solution of warm water and vinegar, wash down the outside of the frames. Make sure they're all sparkling. And then move on to the panes. Now, with this great gadget here, I've got a solution of vinegar and water inside, and you simply spray it onto the window and wipe with the cloth side. Now, you may think I'm looking a bit of a poser with these sunglasses on my head, but there is a reason for it, because if you put it on before you squeegee, the streaks will show up much, much better. And if you make sure you squeegee horizontally inside and vertically outside, you'll know which side your streaks are on. And it's as easy as that.
The house is beginning to take shape. The shutters are on their way to being completed and the window seat is almost done. But I'm still busy cleaning, vacuuming this time, and Gemma has been pulled off sorting duty and onto radiators.
Now, it's believed that shutters came into existence during ancient Egyptian times, which I actually find hard to believe because I've never seen a shutter on a pyramid. It was the Georgians that took it one step further and made shutters commonplace in the English house, albeit with style, elegance and proportion. Then the madcap Victorians took the shutter outside in different guises, shapes and forms. And we at Houses Behaving Badly like to carry on this historical tradition, so come have a look at these. Our HBB shutters. Now, I think they really work, especially in a room like this. They kind of create a feeling of the east, but also when the sun shines through, it's going to really diffuse that light, making it kind of calm and spiritual.
I think it's great in here. It's a real triumph.
It is great in here. Now, you know, one of my pet hates is kind of naff stenciling.
Yeah.
And you always kind of think about these little tatty little flowers that people spend ages kind of stamping. It always runs and dribbles. Well, over there, we've kind of created this really bold, graphic, tree-like stencil, which is big, and I think the bigger the better because it gives this real punch.
Cool, calm and collected in here.
It certainly is.
Think that there was nothing for me to do with freshly painted walls and new carpet.
Well, what are you doing in here then?
Well, there is one more thing for me to clean. Guess what?
It's not me.
Well, it could be. It's actually the light switch. Come with me. Have a look at this. This is actually a germ transferring surface in the house because everyone that goes into a room switches the light on and off. And with this being chrome, it also marks very easily. All you need to do is a little dash of your vinegar spray, only a tiny bit because the combination of water and electrics can be lethal, and then simply wipe it around and buff it up.
Whilst we prepare Shira's very own chill-out room, will relaxation finally be on the cards for her at the spa?
Okay, Shira, this is one of our specialist treatment rooms.
Right, so what are my chores here today?
You haven't got any chores left to do. You've done lots for today, and this is our thank you to you. You're going to have a nice facial now.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh.
Well, this is your first cleanse now. It's going to really deep cleanse and get rid of. Okay, this is plasma gel, and it's going to make everything get absorbed into your skin really well.
This is so relaxing. It's so peaceful.
This is the seaweed. This is very deep cleansing and rebalancing, so I'm going to start applying this now. It'll feel quite warm.
After her efforts, we thought she deserved pampering. So as Shira is at last allowed to relax, we too can begin to unwind as the end's in sight.
What a difference a day makes. Now, I'm sure there's a song about that, but listen, the unbelievable contrast in this room is It's fantastic, and I'm sure Shira will not believe it when she comes home to look at this immaculate front room. Remember how it was before, completely full of clutter, full of rubbish, and full of unwanted furniture. Well, we've sorted it right out. We've also given her the addition of this window seat so she can entertain her family and friends and hopefully seal that wedding deal.
Look what I've got.
Here comes trouble.
I have got a carpet freshener with a difference.
Yeah, what is
Well,
it?
I've been inspired by all the massaging that goes on in this house, and I've done loads of essential oil cleaning tips. And
Is this going to be another mad one?
no, this is a great one. 16 to 20 drops of essential oil in bicarbonate of soda.
Yeah.
Leave it overnight, sprinkle it on your carpet, leave that overnight,
Yeah.
vacuum it up, and it's as fresh as can be. Now, what do you reckon? Which one would you choose?
Let me see, what have you got?
Who are you going to guess?
Tea tree.
Very good.
It's got the song coming out of your pocket.
This is the last one. I'm going to hold my finger over the label so you can't.
Shira's turbans were not ideally stored in a cardboard box. Here are our tips for caring for delicate fabrics. Wash in lukewarm water with unperfumed washing liquid. A teaspoon of baking soda combats chlorine in tap water. Put fabric in, stir and leave for 15 minutes. Then rinse, adding half a cup of vinegar. This will really make the colours more vibrant. Back at the spa, relaxed and pampered, Shira says her goodbyes and heads for home.
Well, I hope you've had a lovely day and I hope you've had lots of fun.
I have.
Good. And I hope we'll see you again soon.
I'll be back.
As Shira's day draws to an end, what has she made of it so far?
My day's been really, really good. I've had a really good time. It's been absolutely fantastic. I was a bit surprised when I found out I had to earn my treat. Be a pool attendant, serve some food in the canteen, pick the towels up. But hey, no pain, no gain. I really enjoyed myself, and thanks very much.
And at the house, we've nearly finished too, and I can't resist trying out that giant bean bag.
I'm lying here on the off chance that Kevin might be passing and give me a bit of a massage after my hard day's work. And I know Shira will be using this bed to massage all of her friends. And if she wants to keep this cover in tip-top condition, she can wash it in a solution of her normal laundry detergent and 25 to 30 drops of eucalyptus essential oil. And as for all the candles in here, if they leave black marks on the wall, she can simply wipe it off with a solution of vinegar and water. Now, where is Kevin?
So Gemma, how do you think it's gone today?
I think it's gone great in a day. The work that you've actually done is just wonderful.
And what do you think Shira's going to see when she gets back?
A whole lot more different. Just she's going to be so much more relaxed to walk in and know that she's got 2 more rooms done in the house.
Excellent, so we've done a good job then.
Definitely.
Amy, thank you so much for your help.
Okay, no problem.
Gemma leaves us and we finish off the rooms with a few final accessories.
All clean and tidy. Shira, this is the first day of the rest of your cleaning life. You'd better keep it like this. Well, my lovely, your work's done.
It is, and she'll be back soon, won't she?
She will.
Well, I'm going to scoot.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
When we arrived, the lounge was packed with DIY bargains waiting to be used. It was so cluttered that Shira had never been able to use it as a sitting room. After a thorough clean and freshen up with warm, spicy colours, it's now a perfect setting for Shira to welcome visitors. The back bedroom was yet another dumping ground, but we've transformed it into a relaxation room with a luxurious carpet, beanbag and plenty of drawers for all her aromatherapy oils. And finally the bathroom, rather grubby, with the most enormous array of bottles and potions. We've now rinsed out her shampoo collection and finished with a perfect selection of bottles in a beautiful bathroom. As Shira heads home, I wonder what she'll make of our efforts there.
I'm only a few more minutes away from the property, and to tell you the truth, I'm a bit nervous. I've got butterflies in my stomach, but, well, let's see what they do.
Well, Shira, welcome back.
Thank you.
Have you had a lovely day?
I have.
And did you have a nice relaxing time?
Yes, I did. Yes, thank you. It's all sort of behind the stage of how it all goes on.
Excellent. Well, we've been busy here as well. The first room we've been busy is in your front room.
Right, okay.
What was that like this morning?
This morning it was basically all white, very bland. Sofas were everywhere, paint was everywhere. Basically a storage gown, had a freezer in there.
Did you ever use it as a room?
I couldn't actually, no. It hadn't seen daylight for a few years.
Had you ever had it as a room? Ever? Had you ever sat in it as a front room?
Only when I first moved in, probably many years ago.
Right, are you ready to see what we've done to it?
Yes.
Right, take a deep breath. You're going to be shocked. Come on.
Oh my God! Is this my house?
Do you like it, first of all?
Of course I like it, I love it.
Well, what we've done, we've used your paints. So we've got lovely hot, spicy colours, tied in with the cushions that you already had and some extra ones. Your three-piece suite that we found underneath all the rubbish. New coffee table.
Coffee table.
So nice feature in the room. A new rug, window seat, and new curtains. Again, that lovely hot, spicy colour. And we've made a real feature of your chimney. Now, we know that you don't invite people back to your house because you were a bit ashamed of it, weren't you?
Who told you that?
Well, you know, nothing goes past me.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's very true.
What about now?
I'm going to be very proud and bring them in and show all this good work and all the effort that you've put in.
I mean, you've got a 3-bedroomed house and every room is full of stuff.
Yeah,
You've got to stop buying.
Yes, that's true.
Freeze your credit card on a block of ice so you don't buy any more, and use the time you spend shopping to do your house.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Agreed? Deal?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
on that case, I'll show you another room. Follow me.
Okay.
Okay, Shira, the bathroom. What was that like this morning?
There was bottles, lotions, potions, more creams, more potions in the bath.
And what did you use them for?
To relax.
All of them?
No.
No. Do you think they're still there?
I actually hope not.
Come and have a look. Right, then have a look.
Seriously.
Go on. I dare you to open your eyes.
Wow. Now this is what you call a bathroom.
Is it
With
all
a
right?
bath and a room.
Exactly, a room.
Mm.
Now, it's very rare that we actually take storage out in this programme.
Right.
But you just had so much stuff. Every possible surface and ledge was cluttered with bottles.
I'm not going to argue with that.
And they were all gathering dust, making cleaning impossible. We've given you surfaces which are very easy to clean because you're a busy lady.
Absolutely, yes.
Got a new funky toilet seat.
Oh.
Look at your radiator.
Oh, yes.
It's nice.
Is that the
isn't it?
same one as before?
It is the same one.
Hey, it's been
stripped back.
recycled,
Exactly,
yes.
and sprayed funky silver.
Oh, wow.
New shower curtain, nice and clean.
Wow.
All your tiles and bath have been scrubbed. And look at your sink, doesn't it look new?
It does, actually.
Sparkling. We've given you a new storage cabinet, but much smaller, so you can have some bottles, but only the ones that you actually need.
This is so grand. This is amazing. This is beautiful.
It's just clean, hygienic,
Yeah.
clear and simple. You'll be able to keep it like this, won't you? Yeah. Good for you. Right, one more room. I know you're going to love this one. Come and have a look.
Right, okay.
Well, this morning your little back bedroom was yet another storage room. What was in there?
There was loads of hidden treasures, junk, law books, DIY books, colour charts, schemes, ideas, inspiration.
The list
Vases
goes on and on and on. And
Absolutely.
you might call it hidden treasures. We called it clutter, and it's not cluttered anymore. Come and have a look. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh my God! This has got to be the best room out of everything. It really does. It's just I'm shaking.
Well, we've given you your own very own personal meditation, massage and prayer space in your house. Because we know that's very important. You're a very spiritual person, aren't you?
Yes.
So we've tried to set you a very calm, peaceful room where you can just come and escape from it all.
Oh, this is what I really needed. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. We've given you these wonderful shutters, and when the sun's setting, the light comes through and diffuses around the room. It makes great patterns on the wall.
A great big beanbag here where you can sit on it, read, massage, pray or whatever. Your guru's up there, looking over the room. And over here, great storage for your massage oils and everything. What do you think about the spiritual tree here in the corner?
This is beautiful, very sort of organic, very nice. It blends in ever so well.
It's beautiful, and the spearmint colour on the wall is actually your choice. It was your paint, wasn't it?
I bought it. I bought it for that as like very exact purpose actually, but I didn't actually get time to do any painting.
And you haven't noticed the carpet.
I've got a carpet!
Oh my God. Because you just had bare boards before. That all just ties it in and makes it a very comfortable, very textured, sumptuous place for you.
Oh.
Now listen, I hear that there's been this issue of a marriage proposal around your life for a little bit, hasn't there?
Yes, yeah. And I've cancelled the wedding twice.
Why was that?
Because of the house horrors in this place. So hopefully I'm able to say yes to him and actually set a date with my parents. So thank you for making that possible.
Oh, that would be great. You'll have to invite us all. I love a good wedding.
If your filth is frustrating, here are Houses Behaving Badly steps to keep your house trouble-free. Always finish old bottles before buying new products. Keep net curtains sparkling clean by rinsing with denture tablets. And wear sunglasses when cleaning windows to help you spot those streaks. We decided to check up on Shira to see if she'd kept up all of our good work.
Hi there, come on in. Since the team have been here, I'm absolutely more relaxed, more happy, and I've been more sociable as well. I've had people come round and chill out, and it's been something that I hadn't been able to do before. The most awful room in this house before the team came here was this room, the lounge. It had the ingredients of a much needed makeover, but now this is a living reality. My bathroom, it's pristine clean. I can see my face in the tiles. So, you know, it's basically a very minimalist space, which really it should be, so it's normal, it's been transformed. Favourite room in the house, it has to be the meditation room where I can get away from it all. I'm able to sit down, relax, be myself, be in tune with myself, and I'm actually able to treat my friends to a massage, a facial, and a much needed chat. Since the team have been, my fiance and I have set a date for the wedding in 6 months down the line. That's given us ample time and motivation to actually have friends and family from abroad to stay and welcome and cater